Everything I spit rare, we sound in that great area podcast. They talk about hip hop all the way in the UK, so they gon' get props. Ooh, let me catch it once again.
So
it's sad, and I feel like I've got to do a oof.
Oh. Been a while since we heard that one. Shameless plug, first of all, way back, I think maybe like episode 2 or 3 of the podcast, we did a Discord discussion of MF Doom. So if you want to have full thoughts on MF Doom and his career, then please go check that one out. But today, as the title suggests, we're going to do a bit of a in-depth classic review for the 20th anniversary of MF Doom's Food. Shall we kick off with our introductions to the album? This came out in 2004. I don't know if any of us here heard it around that time. I certainly didn't, but who wants to kick us off? Introductions to this album.
I think I was definitely, out of all of us, one of the first people to listen to MF Doom, but it weren't in 2004. I ain't going to try flex like that. It was probably like 2009, maybe 2008, around the time when I properly started listening to rap music. But I remember I don't remember what I came across first. I think I came across Special Herbs first. And I was like, oh, I like this MF Doom producer. And then I went and searched MF Doom in iTunes and saw this like albums. I was like, oh shit, I'm about to buy one of these. So then I bought the one that looked the coolest, which was, I think, Food at the time, or it might have been Doomsday. One of the two, because, you know, it's like comic book artwork. I was like, this looks cool. Hope it sounds cool. And I remember listening to it on like, well, I say a bike ride. I used to ride my bike a lot. I was riding my bike somewhere that took about an hour. And I listened to it the whole way, and I was like, this is hilarious. That was what I found entertaining about it, is the skits, the whole world it was building. But yeah, it was like 2008, 2009. Okay. I was like a teenager listening to this. Yeah,
you were definitely my intro to MF Doom and this album. I remember, I think it was 2012, because I was a couple years into getting into rap and hip hop, and you used to give me like care packages every now and then. I remember once you gave me a trifecta of CDs. It was Commons B. It was Strong Arm Steady, Stony Jackson, and
that's a serious album.
Quali Eardrum. That was those three, and then one day you just gave me the Doom package, the DLC. Like honestly, it was like, I think it was the first one, the first album. It was Mad Villainy. It was Food. It was the album with Danger Mouse.
I used to take care of you lot, because honestly, I don't even remember doing all this. Yeah. I just remember I wanted more people to listen to what I was listening to.
It was nice little care package. So yeah, but I think 2012 was my first experience with this album. And one thing I'll say off the top, I feel like it's the ideal entry point to Doom. If I was putting Doom onto someone, they'd never heard anything to do with him whatsoever, I would probably choose this one. I think the Danger Mouse one is maybe a bit more accessible, but this is like you're getting like high level,
the full flavor of Doom.
Yeah, the first album's a bit raw. Mad Villainy is a masterpiece, but is dense as fuck. I think this one is the one to start with. So yeah, 2012 for me.
Okay. What about everyone else?
To be honest, I can't even remember the year, you know. I think I got it from you, Sean, but I started off with Food first, and then I went into Mad Villainy.
Paying it forward.
But Food, I just love it, man. As I said, it's the skits, it's the bars, everything, the way he rhymes, the production I love. Like, some of the beats on here are just absolutely phenomenal. I just rock to them, and they're fantastic. But it was really easy for me to get into Doom listening to this album, and then I could just access everything else. And again, because I'm a comic book head myself, the whole Mask and Doctor Doom and everything, that was a nice entry for me to get into listening to Doom. But I couldn't tell you what the year was. It's probably not too soon after you, Sean, because obviously I think you told me, oh, have you listened to Doom yet? So I just tagged in, and away I went, and I followed the journey
around that time. Yeah. And you, Kieran?
Yeah, same. Sam gave me Doom. I can't remember which one it was. It might have been Food, but
the plug.
Yeah, Sam was a mad plug. It's usually you that's the plug, Sean, as well. But yeah,
these early days.
I felt like I was always attracted to the other Doom albums more, so I never really gave this one the attention I feel like it deserves. Ooh. Even though I rate it, I gave it high ratings, but I think I preferred other highlight songs on other projects. But in listening back, I'm glad it's on rotation for me right now.
Rap Snitch Nishes was the track of 2012. That song played a lot in the summer. I don't know if you remember that, Sam, but I can't remember who had it on their playlist. That was playing a lot.
It was probably on my playlist. That and One Beer.
Beer's
I just loved them songs. I can't explain why. They hit me differently. It might be the beats actually.
Yeah, that song's catchy as hell. Okay, I'm gonna be honest here. I'm probably about to embarrass myself. I only clocked like in preparing for this that the title is an anagram of MF Doom. Like I never knew that.
Same.
I just never clocked that.
That's embarrassing on my side. Oh God.
Oh dear. Oh dear. Is that what we're starting off at?
When I
okay.
read it online, I was like, "Oh shit, how have I not clocked this?" But
Guys, man, I wrote it on the group.
You were like,
the
no,
moment we
this
said
whole
we were doing
time.
it.
I mean, I think Sam, you briefly mentioned it. Let's touch on the cover art quickly because I think it is one of the iconic. If you're really into your rap, especially your underground hip hop, it is one of the iconic cover arts. I'm looking at it now. I was just going to ask, Doom's cover arts are always pretty iconic. I mean, where does this one hold up to compared to the others?
That's what I was about to say.
Favorites.
Definitely up there.
It's one of my favorites.
For real. I have two questions though. First one is actually a comment. I love that he's got an alcohol bottle in his hand or something like that. But what's the other? What's inside of his bowl of cereal?
Oh no,
Like,
that's looking fucking
rough,
That's
isn't it?
looking funky, man.
like are there snails or like?
And it's funny how it's got the finest on there. Like it's a play
clue
though,
what
isn't
that
it?
is.
Like the finest, and look, it's the opposite. It looks terrible.
That's the poo platter, man.
Where the fuck is that? Where's that bit that he's zooming in on? Is that in the cup?
Is that nigga? Where's that?
That must be in
Where is
the
that?
inner lining.
Nah,
Do you know the album book that they used to have?
Oh, fuck no.
haven't seen
This
that
is
before.
one of them projects where I wish I had the actual album physically to look at the lining. Definitely.
Oh no! You know what? I'm looking.
But even the cover art,
Look
you
at the
can
album.
sit here
Look at the
and-
album. I found that bit because I've got it up on my phone as well.
Ooh.
You can see he's under the table. If you look under the table, that little snippet, that's where he is.
Oh,
Yeah.
He's under the table. I've literally just noticed it.
Oh,
I've never seen. Do you know what the funny thing is? I've never seen it this
Whoa.
big before. I've always looked at it on my phone or on my iPod, so I've only ever seen it tiny. And where I bought the digital one, back then it didn't come with the digital album book.
see, this is the thing about Doom, man. Even the flipping cover art is
MF
like-
booted.
This art looks crazy, man. Like the way he's having breakfast at night time as well. There's a lot of meaning.
it's just
to it.
weird.
It's proper
We
weird.
assume it's breakfast again. We don't really know what's in that bowl.
It's crazy, man. The little
I'm seeing
there where he's
snails
reading
and
something as
I'm
well.
seeing a lot in this cover.
some
art
Dragon
now.
Ball Z
Flipping
City.
hell, man.
Hey, what's
I know
this?
that's different, but still, that's creepy.
I reckon it's
I
the
don't know,
vomit
the
spit.
artwork for me.
Yeah, it must be.
Oh,
Oh, stop! No.
the artwork, honestly, is some of the best. It gives you the vibe of what this is just by looking at it.
Properly. Yeah. I agree. So with that being said, then let's talk about the concepts and the themes here. I mean, obviously, everyone knows that throughout the album there's food metaphors, and it's something that he sticks to throughout. But I mean, what else are we picking up on here? Because
Life lessons, bro.
Yeah.
life lessons.
Life
time.
lessons, bro. Hoe cakes. Are you crazy?
Yeah, you know what? You're preaching on that one. That is,
It's
but
life
even Deep
lessons.
Fried Friends is life lessons, man. That when you really deep the lyrics and what he's
for
talking
real.
about, he's talking some real shit. I'm like, yeah, you're spot on,
He's giving you
Yeah.
real life advice, bro.
100%.
Yeah.
Wait, there's one line on hoe cakes that I can't. I need to discuss it. I've been waiting to chat to you about this. He says, "But I treat her like a daughter, taught her how to bust a nut."
Taught her how to bust it. Yeah, I don't know what that's about. I know that
talk
line.
about
I
this,
say it
mate?
every time.
What lesson is
Just let
that?
it be what it is, bro.
No, he's moving
The
different.
illest villain.
But then he says something about horse meat chalupa.
like a
He's like,
Diddy
he's
line.
just saying a whole bunch of stuff, bro. I don't know.
Yeah, that line is wild.
Yeah, I'm just being playful. Yeah, I wish he was still around.
There's
to tell us about that
there's
one.
other lines that are more the preaching I'm talking about, where he's like, "Don't call her wifey if you met her at the Freaknik," And then he's like, you don't waste your time. I'll dupe her and be a father to your child like the super. Just crazy.
He's
Just
funny,
absolutely crazy. Because there's that whole play on, there's a lot of people that believe that like the superintendent or whatever, the landlord in like America of the house has kids with certain like single women because like, you know, they can't pay the rent, whatever. So it's funny.
Wow.
Yeah. There's,
Yeah, that's a wild one, that one.
yeah, food is full of a lot of life lessons. I don't know what life lessons you lot have got from it, but for me, some of it's very good.
Well, the thing I get from it is there's a lot of commentary on the rap game. Like, hell of a lot of commentary.
100%.
Almost every single
Beef
track.
rap is amazing.
Oh, yeah. Well, beef rap sets it off. I mean, but there's so much, man. Even in Hoe Cakes, he's like average MCs is like a TV blooper. MF Doom's, he's like DB Cooper. Hard. So hard. But
then he carries on with the out with the moolah, like, because, you know, DB Cooper jumped out of a plane with money, like he keeps flowing in a way that's like, I mean, you could write this down, but I doubt he's writing it down. I'm assuming he made this the same way he made a lot of his other stuff, where he just had his fucking SP 404 or whatever it was, SP whatever, you know, that rolling machine, made the beat, started rapping to it straight away, and then that was it. Whatever he said, that was it, one and done.
yeah, for sure. But there's just so many, man. One Beer as well. There's definitely there's a lot about or a fair amount about relationships here as well, whether that be with women or friends, or, you know, that was another thing I picked up on. And there's a couple tracks actually that are about specific people too. I think there's is it Con Carne, which is about his brother that passed away. And then there's also apparently there's a diss to MF Grimm on here. I can't remember which track it is though. Where he's like subliminally dissing MF Grimm, but that's the other thing I picked up on. So maybe that does come into life lessons. I don't know, but like Theo, you mentioned Deep Fried Friends. That's one that's definitely something about loyalty and stuff like that.
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
There's just so much in here.
And knowing when to
so
cut
much
the
in
right
here.
people out.
And
Man.
then
That's what, he's telling you some real shit, because obviously you have people around you, but he's just speaking to you. He's like, yeah, like obviously you got to know when to cut these people out. Are they really friends? And I love how it then when it goes friends and it interjects, it's actually getting you to question certain aspects. Are these people in your life actually helping you or not helping you? And if they're not, then you need to cut them out. It's just real life lessons. And you always think, oh yeah, it's nice to have a lot of friends, but are those friends actually helping you? Are they progressing you in life? Are they actually caring to get you to evolve yourself to the best version of you, or are they just taking your finances, riches, or taking the best part of you and not actually wishing you the best? Again, and that's the thing. Any introduction for anyone to listen to MF Doom, you play that song and it'll get them to listen to it. Just teaching them facts, man.
Yeah.
100%. And it's one of those songs as well where it's like the sample, much like what Little Sims did on I forgot the name of the song.
I Love You, I Hate You.
That was it. Where they're playing off the sample. He does that a lot in this album, and I don't know if there was examples of it before this, but you know, this is definitely one of the best examples I can think of from a while ago of this happening, which is something like this, where, you know, someone's playing off the sample and then, you know, kind of coming in and making their hook and all that kind of stuff. So it's a really, really good example of like high level rap done right.
Yeah. And then there's to keep on the whole thing about life lessons. There's some I picked up on some, like, there's some street lessons as well here as well, isn't there? Like, is it how do you say it? Is it conquiso? How do you pronounce that? Conqueso. That's it. That's cheese, right? Cheese. Money. It's just a slick way of, like, I guess, talking about a topic that has been covered countless times throughout hip hop history. Rap niches, which we've already sort of briefly discussed about snitching, and again, something very, very relevant in the rap game, especially something that I feel like a lot of rappers, even nowadays, could learn something from. I don't know how I never really thought about it as lessons though. I'm glad that we like covering this now. I've never really picked it up in that way, but just
he's coming from a place of knowing more than the rest of the rap scene, innit? So there's going to be that level of education. By this time, he
would have been like in his 30s, I reckon. No.
Yeah.
He would have been a pretty mature rapper at this point. So he's pre the game for a long time. He's been in and out. You know what I mean? but arguably he still wants to prove he's the best. This is almost like his 444 album in a way,
Okay, that's a
if you get what I'm saying.
different take. But I get what you mean.
He's dropping lessons. He's flexing a bit. He's got that wisdom in him, you know, that type of thing.
Yeah. He doesn't.
And he is the UK's best
hear
rapper.
that.
He doesn't feel like he's talking down to anyone else though either. Like, so he knows he's on a different level, but I don't get the impression that he's like, you know, looking down on anyone else. It's just
I don't think he competes. I think he knows he's not competing
only with
other
himself.
people, you know what I mean? Like,
he's
I
literally
think
created.
he does look down on
definitely.
He looks down on the whole rap scene.
On the scene, but I mean, like, I don't mean like you're not really getting, other than like the MF Grimm trap, you're not really getting like specific subliminals or like anything explicit towards like a certain pocket of the scene or anything. Do you know what I mean? It's just like a general.
He's just talking generally.
Yeah. But in terms of competition, I mean, the guy literally created pseudonyms to beef with. Like, isn't like Vaudevillain like a younger? I don't know, like that. I think Doom stole his girl, and he's like dissing him on one track. It's amazing, man. To be that good that you're like, I have no competition, so I need to like create characters.
I need to create an opposite. But talking about that, the concept of this album, obviously it's all based around food. I wonder what you guys think about the concept and the skits and all the stuff to kind of tie it together, because that kind of comes into the concept of the album, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there's like two voices that are arguing throughout the album, or at the start and end at least. I'm trying to remember.
There's a lot of kind of that, but then there's the MF Doom pulls, which are from probably the cartoon, I guess. And then there's just weird little bits about food. But I'm just wondering, like, what you guys think of that, the overall kind of journey of the album, because it starts out as like, don't know who Doom is, don't know what's going on, and then like he's, you know, taking over whatever and that kind of stuff.
Oh, definitely. I feel like I like the circle the album has as well. Like it ends, I think you start hearing the beef rap sample coming back as well, and it makes you almost want to loop the album to hear that track again and keep going.
Yeah, that's clever, man. Not some damn situation. Well, actually, no, damn's more like you can flip it, but yeah, it's clever.
Yeah,
I mean, I never.
What other albums do this?
Yeah, I'm thinking now. I know that, like for instance, Mac Miller's Swimming leads into circles, doesn't it? And then it comes back around, and you can just go back to the beginning of Swimming, which is cool. But not off the top of my head, no. I mean, can we talk about some of the bars as well? Like some of the rapping on here. The track that I highlighted in my notes here was Con Carne. That's like fucking ridiculous, man. That's some of the best, the best lyricism I've ever heard. Oh man, has anyone else got any?
It's
highlights?
amazing how he maintains those food raps for the whole album, basically. Because I feel like it would get
Apparently,
corny.
there's a stat I'm reading here. A quarter of the album is food, like
crazy.
directly food words. 25% of all the lyrics is literally
That's
words to do
mad,
with food.
you know.
It's mad. It's mad. I'm trying to think of other. I know Blue's done things where he uses the word blue before, but it can sometimes get a little bit redundant with him and other artists. Whereas this, I think Kieran, you were saying it's like it doesn't get, excuse the pun, corny at any point. It's like it just works, and I can't believe he just is able to flip so many words and like twist things and weave in these different metaphors throughout the whole thing. It is mad.
And listening, you can hear how he's influenced other rappers. Like I hear Earl Sweatshirt, I hear Billy Woods in how Doom's rapping, especially on this album. I don't know if the other ones actually are as much their kind of modern sound.
There's some of the names that
that repeated rhyme syllable and stuff like that, like 5 syllable rhymes, just constantly looping that.
I mean, in terms of technical ability, I've always said that Earl reminds me so much of Doom. Even like when Earl first came out, just the way he puts words together and structures verses and things like that. And the whole like no chorus thing, Earl does that a lot, and you get that on here too. Lupe was one that I thought of in terms of like picking a concept and sticking with it, whether that be like certain tracks like Daydreaming or like albums like Tetsuo and Youth or The Call. Billy Woods is a funny one. I've never really I don't know if I've ever. I don't think they sound alike, but if there was someone that's
same world,
like
though.
Billy Woods, like if there was an MF Doom of today, I would say that is Billy Woods, just with the creativity and the amount of output and yeah. But
It's
they
the way it
definitely
doesn't
don't
have to
sound-
make sense as well. Like sometimes they're just saying stuff that's rhyming and it kind of links, but it's not. But
Yeah. But I feel like we spoke about this before, where you don't know where Billy Woods is going, and there'll be like random tangents, and then by the end of the verse, it's like, oh, that's what you mean.
Yeah.
And Doom's like that as well, a master at it, really. I know there's some other artists like Open Mike Eagle, who I think is pretty heavily influenced too. There's so many, man, so many. But is there any other have you got any other tracks on here where you think like, oh, this is some of Doom's best lyrics ever, like just where he's just going off?
This is ridiculous because he doesn't even rap on it, yeah. But Gumbo, I just like the vibe of Gumbo. It's a complete skit of a track, but it's like the weird kind of background bits, and the woman talking about like, oh, if you consume the wrapper, you could put it into the food and it would make like a sauce. Like, I don't know why that whole thing to make that is absolutely amazing to me. Like, he's got like 4-5 different bits of whatever and just smashed it all together into this really interesting, informative story. And then at the end, then he just goes and eat more chitlins. Like, it's just the comedy, everything about it. It for me, it's like perfect Doom levels of production. And obviously, I know he doesn't rap on it, but that's one of my favorite tracks on this album is Gumbo.
But how do you feel about there's like, how many is it? 1, 2, 3, 4 like skits essentially in a row, or like interlude tracks. How do we all feel about that? Because if I'm honest,
they're amazing.
All of them together like that, though, I always get a little bit taken out. Where I'm like, when do we get back to the music again? And I get it's part of Doom,
but they're
moments.
I
was going to say,
it
builds a picture. Though. I feel like I can't. I like that journey of going through all 4 of them. I must admit, maybe when I first listened to it, I might have thought, oh no, but I think it makes the album those 4 skits in a row, and then you get back to the music and you feel. You feel great, but there are moments that I do enjoy them. I don't skip them at all. I love sitting with them.
There's skits throughout the whole album. That's the thing. They're on the end of tracks. They start tracks off. You know what I mean? Like it's nice to have them there.
Yeah.
I think it highlights Doom as a producer as well in the whole sampling thing, because I feel like you could listen to it all and be so hyper focused on his rapping, but that middle section really tunes you in on the other level that he's doing.
It's wild, isn't it? How we all.
I know you said it takes you out.
Yeah, it takes me out a bit. I'm not gonna lie. I understand that.
I don't think it's the same album.
I wouldn't take it away, for instance, and like it's a big part of the album. But for me, I don't know if it's just where I've heard it so many times. I had it like a couple of weeks ago when I went back to this episode where I was like, oh, I forgot, like there's 4 of these all in a row. It's not like dispersed throughout the album like the other ones, but no, it's interesting. I just wanted to see how everyone else felt about that. But you quickly forget about it because then you get Con Carne and Guinnesses, and you know it's a mad run.
Well, the beat in Guinnesses is something else, though, man.
Insane stuff.
I flipping love that. That might be my favorite out of the whole album, beat wise. Actually, I say that might be a lie because obviously there's one beer, but I really enjoy Guinnesses. I must admit, I think the beat is incredible.
Yeah, Guinnesses is really good. Potholders is good as well.
Yeah, Potholders is really good.
Is that the one where it's like it says more hot shit?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. It sounds like Common saying
beat's
it. But
weird.
I don't know who that is.
Yeah, I think it's that guy Count Bass, whatever. But that beat's really good. That
Classic.
There's quite a lot of guitars on this as well, isn't it? Like Deep Fried Friends as well. Deep Fried Friends is always gonna have a special place in my heart, man. I still can't believe that guy played that at my wedding. Like I popped that on that playlist for him, thinking this ain't getting played, and then he comes up to me at the end and was like, "I've never seen an MF Doom track on a wedding playlist before," but apparently he did it. I didn't hear it because I was off getting my pictures done, but he said he did it, so I'm happy.
Are you talking about at the reception bit when we was going in and having like canapes?
Yeah, after the ceremony.
No, he played it. He played it.
It was a good
The
vibe.
saxophone guy played it. Yeah, he did.
I'm so happy with that, man. But I've always not always. It hit me a few years ago, right? I think I even messaged you all and was like, "This is a party song. Like, this actually like makes me want to get up and." I don't know if I was feeling a bit mad from like being in lockdown or anything, but I felt like a little.
You're trying to deep fry some friends.
Oh, trust me. Trust me. Any other beats? One beer I remember from our battle, Sam, back in the day, teasing the battles we used to do.
One
You dropped,
beer is a crazy
you dropped
beat.
one battle, one beer when we did Mad Lib
That
versus Alchemist.
sample is iconic, you know. That Cortez sample, yeah. That's I don't remember what it's from. I think this song's called Wheat October or something, or Wheat October, whatever the fuck it's called. That sample is one of the most sampled things in hip hop, next to like the James Brown drum break, and he flips it in a way that is like amazing, amazing.
Did
like,
Tyler use that as well?
that? Loads of people have, yeah. Tyler's used it, Wiz Khalifa's used it, but oh man, the first time I heard that, I was like, "What the fuck is this?" Because it's like he's using so many different parts of the sample to make it land. And when you listen to the original sample, it's like, yeah, obviously you sample that bit, but the bits where he's using like the skippy drums and all that, absolutely fantastic. Yeah, One Beer, it's probably one of the best beats of all time. It's a classic.
It's mad that it's a throwaway from Mad Villainy.
Yeah,
That's
that
crazy.
You reckon?
No, apparently it is. They recorded it for Mad Villainy, but it just didn't make the
mad,
album.
you know.
Yeah.
So I'm glad it made it somewhere.
Yeah, insane. Just the whole run. I know we've touched on it before, and like I mentioned our episode we did on Doom, but that run he had from like 2002, 2003 to 2005 is ridiculous.
It's so
Absolutely
insane.
ridiculous.
He was prolific.
for real.
He was active,
Crazy.
and it's all killer, no filler.
There's a bit of beatboxing in a couple of these beats as well, right?
Yeah, the first
Hoe
one.
Cakes, yeah,
No,
Hoe
Hoe
Cakes,
Cakes.
yeah.
Sorry,
Hoe
the beginning of
Cakes.
Hoe Cakes is beatboxing.
And is one
That
of
is the
them
dirtiest beatboxing ever.
Yeah,
that is
no,
wet.
it is.
Welch, yeah.
That's spit.
It literally. It's,
That is
Welch,
spit on your ear.
The spit in that
Squelchy, man.
vomit spit.
Oof. Do we know how this album was received at the time? Does anyone know?
I assume it was received very well, but by a very small audience. You know what I mean? Like,
Like a minuscule,
I
I'm sure.
can't. Yeah, I can't make any. I can look at a review now.
oh,
Let's look at what
Pitchfork
said if they
7.5
were
already
even that locked
researched
in.
it. They don't know what they're talking about, man.
No.
That's
It's
not
not,
bad
but
for
they,
Pitchfork.
to their credit, they.
No, Pitchfork. It's
has
been
it? Thank God.
regraded.
It's been
Oh, that's
regraded.
Operation Doomsday.
Oh,
Operation
okay, fair
Doomsday.
enough.
Sorry,
Because
Operation
they rated
Doomsday.
Mad Villainy 9.4,
8.9.
I believe. So at least they gave that its dues. But yeah, this album was 7.5, which I don't agree with. But yeah,
Okay.
7.5 is fair. I feel like, maybe back then whoever was reviewing it wasn't listening properly or just wasn't as easily impressed because of what was going on at the time. You got to remember, this is like peak Jay-Z, Lil Wayne's about, you know what I mean? Like, it sounds completely different to what you listen to. So it might sound dated to them. I don't know.
Also, I mean, by those, like, nowadays we're quite, I mean, it's so oversaturated. We're quite used to artists dropping multiple projects a year. I mean, this was like the, fourth or like, yeah, fourth maybe since 2002, second or third that year. So maybe people were a little bit like, I don't know, maybe a bit exhausted by Doom, like hearing him, or like the Mad Villainies just set the bar so high that there was a little bit of like, I don't know, comparisons going on there. But I can see on Metacritic it's got a Metascore of 81 from 22 critics, so it's still very well received. But I think retrospectively you're probably looking like 8.5 onwards, man. It's probably at
I'd
least
say
a 9
it's
out
not
of
his
10.
best work. It's not his best work, but it's definitely really good. Like, I'm not going to sit here and lie on the podcast. I think it's one of my favorite albums of all time, but it's not the best album of all time. It's just a personal enjoyment thing. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, and you got to think comparatively
really
as
good.
well. Like, who could pull this album together the way he's done it?
yeah, exactly.
Oh, no one else. Yeah.
Yeah, this is better than most people's best bodies of work.
Exactly.
And it might not even be in Doom's top 3, maybe.
Yeah.
Yes, phenomenal.
100%.
Phenomenal. Any last words to say about the kind of the legacy and the influence? I know we touched on some of the artists, but was there anything anyone wanted to add?
It's just the fact that a lot of newer school rappers, the first one that comes to mind is Joey Badass, and I guess Tyler must have heard this as well, Tyler the Creator, but it's influenced a whole generation of rappers just from the beats alone. We could talk about the styles and all that kind of stuff if you want to draw into that, but realistically, it's such an influential project that, the fact that it's 20 years old, and I think anybody who starts a journey of listening to rap and then getting more interested into the craft will stumble across this album and have a good time. It stands the test of time. Doesn't feel aged. Doesn't feel old. It feels like a classic. It feels timeless to me. Like it captures hip hop in a nice bubble of what it once was and what it could be. But obviously, it's not where we're at now. Obviously, because it's not got any like Playboy Carti style shit or going on or 808s per se.
No, that's good, man. I mean, I was reading that him and Westside did a little joint. Was it like an EP or like just maybe 2 or 3 tracks together? And Westside Gunn famously said that he changed Fly Gods at all caps for Doom. So it's just like the influence is so widespread, man. But I kind of get it. Westside Gunn, MF Doom. They're different, but I get the connection. But
he helped people be more caricature-esque.
For sure.
Oh yeah, definitely. He's definitely one of the first big character rappers. Him and Dr. Octagon, which we never really speak about, but
Dr. Octagon is like the OG Doom in a way.
Yeah, I was gonna say Dr. Octagon walked so this guy could run. Dr. Octagon is weird.
Seedy bastard.
I don't even know where to suggest people start with that stuff.
Don't suggest that.
Start with Dr. Octagonologist or whatever the fuck it's called.
Yeah, that's a hard one.
Octagynecologist. Listen to Blue Flowers.
Whoa.
Oh, that's a beautiful
And there's another
song.
one where she talks about squeezing summer squash up in her area. That's crazy.
On that bombshell.
I just wanted to say as well, because talking about the recent Doom albums, I listened to Keys to the Cuff kind of recently, and I was shocked. I didn't rate it back then when I listened to it, and even over the years. But I guess listening to this new alternative hip hop scene like Billy Woods, Kenny Siegel, all of that, Keys to the Cuffs, it matches that style. I wonder if it was influential to the underground scene in a way we didn't realize as well.
I might have to go back. I think you're right. I think like where we're in this kind of this very much strong period for abstract hip hop, it seems like it's almost more popular than ever. Really, some of these forefathers, their projects maybe that came later in their career was a sort of segue to what we've got now. So, I might have to check that out.
Highly recommend.
Nice one.
Yeah. I think MF Doom, obviously now he's passed, rest in peace and all that kind of stuff. His impact will be felt on the game for at least this generation and hopefully more generations to come. Like anybody who wants to become like a serious MC and focus on the bars, you got to take some inspiration from MF Doom because he just does it so effortlessly. I've never felt like I've heard him force a bar. Like it always feels effortless when he's rapping.
Yeah. No, for sure. Yeah, I think that. Yeah, there's definitely artists within the generations that like we came up on, like we've mentioned people like Earl and Joey Badass and a range of other people. Hopefully it does continue over. In fact, I'd love Earl to go into more of a conceptual bag, not to like copy Doom, but I just feel like he could really do not even like an food thing, but I think if he wanted to, if he set his mind to it, he could do something really
kind of like what Lupe does as well.
topic.
Lupe drops in. There's mad concepts. It's beyond what we understand, really. But
yeah.
El's
Only
got
thing with
that
Lupe
skill.
is just the beat selection, isn't it? But sometimes the beat selection is not it, and the hooks and all that. I feel like Earl's got a sound as well, but
Yeah, I agree.
yeah. Okay, well, look, I don't know if there's anything further anyone's got to say, but like I said at the top, do check out our Discogs discussion on Doom, where we talk about his career in general. Definitely check out this album. Cop it if you can. Support. Rest in peace, MF Doom. 20 years, man. It's mad. Sam, it's not to add to that episode, but when you said like you heard it in 2008, 2009, the album's only like 4 or 5 years old. It's always felt old to me. Like, not as in like it sounds dated, but it's always felt like a classic, like that's been around for a while. The fact that you heard it 4 years after it came out is kind of crazy. Hey, this is Sean, and thanks for listening to another episode of The Grey Area. Are you an upcoming artist, critic, journalist, or content creator? Hit us up on our Discord or in our YouTube comments if you want to share new music, take part in an interview, or are interested in collaborating. Links to these can be found in the show notes. Take care.